Hey everybody, it's Captain Kyle, and I have two Perfect Effect Transformers. I have the Honor Warrior, who is obviously Optimus Prime, and I have the Dark Warrior, who is Nemesis Prime. Both very cool looking figures. I'm looking forward to breaking them out and showing them to you. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Get these out of their packaging prisons and see how cool they are. Be right back. Okay, so these are from Perfect Effect. You have an Optimus Prime and a Nemesis Prime, so cool set. Obviously the same mold, so makes sense to do them both at once. Packaging is pretty cool, shows some really cool artwork on the front. This has text on the side, shows them in their alt modes and with their accessories on the back. And apparently there's a 10th anniversary giveaway. I'm not sure what that's about. I imagine details are inside. But let's get these out and see what we got. So here they are in their plastic prisons. Obviously the same figure in both, just different colors. And the 10th anniversary giveaway is a sword, it looks like. Very nice sword. Orange blade for Optimus, or Honor Warrior. And a light blue blade for the Dark Warrior, Nemesis Prime. So when you look at them in the package, they have these nice plastic protectors. It does feel like there is some die-cast metal, that's kind of cool. And there they are, side by side. Very cool looking bots. You can see they are armed with a very similar to the original Optimus Prime's gun. And it would appear that both guns are the same. They also have an energy axe or an axe of some kind that is affixed to their left fist. And looking at these axes, it's kind of cool. They have a handle that goes below the fist and plugs in. So they're removable. They don't replace the fist. And they look pretty badass, I have to say. All right. Now, the sword that comes with it has a handle that folds down. So it becomes a big-ass sword, kind of reminiscent of the sword that Volcanicus carries, or a number of the, or like Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. It's a cool sword. I'm going to remove the gun from Optimus's hand, put the sword in, and that is a huge-ass sword. Now, it does have like slots on the side, like little pegs, long pegs. So it looks like it would go into the hand of somebody. We're gonna put the axe aside. And it also has this piece here. I'm not sure what that is for. It looks like it slides onto something. Maybe it goes onto him in vehicle mode, but it looks like it, I don't know, it doesn't look like it comes off. It doesn't look like it swivels, but it has like a slot right there. Interesting. But let's take a look at these guys. I'm gonna disarm both of them. I don't want to get shot. And looking at them, the chests are kind of a little bit reminiscent of Optimus from the animated series, but just a little bit. And they're just good looking figures. But let's check out the posability. So they can both do pose up Jean-Claude Van Damme's. So they could do like stretching exercises together. So far pretty flexible. The legs go all the way forward and back as well, off to the side. Bends at the knee, so he can really knee you, and he's got the knee cover, protector, and guard. You can really blast one in there. Now the feet swivel a little bit, so you can kind of use them as ankle rockers. It looks like that is the only type of ankle rocker they have. It's more of a toe rocker. They can both twist at the waist, which is nice. So they can be like, I like your decor. No, I like your decor. Very bright. Well, yours is very stealthy. So the waist is good. The arms, there's a bit of a ratcheting feel to them. The arm can go all the way around. He does bend at the elbow, and there is a swivel at the elbow as well. You can kind of shrug the shoulders a little bit. Again, it's a ratcheting sound. I think it's also part of the transformation. The smokestacks on the shoulders also move. So I think that might be, again, part of the transformation, but it's a kind of neat thing. Heads, of course, turn. They have a lot of articulation. They're on a ball joint. You can look up, look down, side to side. And obviously the faces are very Optimus and Nemesis Prime-like. So a lot of good articulation here. The fingers, and I'm not gonna make that mistake again, do have joints so the hands can open, which likely means it doesn't really have a slot in there. I thought it might, because it opens in order to hold the sword, but you can grasp the sword with the hand, like over those pegs. So bring it down a little bit in his grip. Now the hands also appear to come out very easily. So they're on pegs, they slide in and out. Not a huge problem. And it's not very easy to give him a two-handed grip on the sword. Because they are on pegs and they can come out, they also swivel. So the hands do swivel quite nicely on both figures. They also, and it's probably part of the transformation, they ratchet up. So he can have a really awkward looking grip on something. They don't really ratchet in the other direction, at least not right now. Maybe there's something that moves to allow that. But each of these do have some great posability. Again, the arms with the ratchets are a little stiff. But yeah, overall, great figures, great posability, and definitely Optimus Prime. Now the back view, you can actually see part of the truck mode on the back, but it doesn't look horrible. You got the windshield, it's all upside down. So obviously the front windshields are just for decoration. But good back view, good side view, good front view. All right, and they are, again, well armed. The X does have this handle here that slides in from the bottom. So they could potentially hold the X in their right hand, but it doesn't look as good as on the left. Though, since the hands can swap, I don't think that would help. Putting it in the left hand makes it look almost like it's an extension of the arm. So both are good, and you can actually do a Luke Skywalker on them. So I'm really liking the figures. They look good. They're nice and shiny. Shiny chrome, any windshields. Let's give you your hand back, dude. Now I can feel if you pull up on the torso, it extends up a little bit. I believe that's all part of the transformation. But yeah, I'm liking these figures. They're great figures. Definitely recommending them just for that so far. But let's check out their vehicle modes. I'm gonna have to take that X away there, Op. So there they are in their vehicle modes. Overall, pretty cool looking cabs, especially from the front. I do like how the smokestacks go like all the way up and bend around. It's pretty cool. Not as thrilled with the toes forming the kind of taillights, but they're very wiggleable. I mean, if you want to put them up, you can do that. What do you think, Sky? Do you like Optimus? Or do you like Nemesis? Honor Warrior or Dark Warrior? So the toes are kind of, I think, a weak point in the vehicle mode. They roll actually pretty well. At least, well, they're not the best, but at least the wheels are moving even on a smooth surface. But like a lot of third-party Transformers, these guys are very exacting in the way that they transform. Got a couple lock areas that you have to unlock in order to transform them. But once you do, I mean, they are very handsome looking. Looking at the back, it's kind of like the back windows of a cab, I guess. You can kind of see the chest, so that's kind of a, not the best, but still, they make very good tractor trailer cabs. I'm king of the road. Again, very shiny. I mean, the wheels are okay. They're not super chromed in there, but overall, I like these guys. They come with some great accessories. I mean, 2 huge swords, battle axes, and guns, which, again, very reminiscent of the original Optimus Prime's guns. You can very easily mix these up. I don't think it makes a difference. They'll fit for both of them. So there they are, the DX-D12. Okay, D is, I'm not sure if that's a Roman numeral. DXII, PEDXII, Honor Warrior. And the PEDX11 or IIB, the Dark Warrior. Very cool versions, full transformations. Again, take some skill. It's not a ton of instructions, but finagling and decoding them can be a little bit. Now these cost me $14 million. No, they didn't. This guy cost me about $45.99. This guy was closer to like $39. I don't know why Nemesis would be that much cheaper, but I think 45 bucks for this, not a bad price. Not the best price. I will see if I can find a discounted price for you guys and put that link in the description. But they're not super expensive, and I think they're just very cool looking in their robot modes and even cool in their cab modes. I mean, they even got holes in the smokestacks and they're nice and slanted. No real weapon storage, unfortunately. I mean, what are you gonna do? Put the gun in there? And this slot, again, I am not sure what that does. There's a slot on the back of each one. Maybe it's to slide. Nope, doesn't say anything about where this might slide. Ooh, but what is cool, I just realized this from the box. Fold it over. Becomes a huge battle axe. So it can be a huge sword or huge battle axes. So that is definitely a bonus for these guys. I mean, which would you rather chop your enemy apart with? Hey, little guy. Let me ask you a question. So very cool toys. Definitely recommend them. And they do have a kind of anime style to them a little bit in their robot modes. But I definitely think they're cool. And while you're mulling over these guys, you can actually check out this video over here, which has some anime style versions of Prowl and Smokescreen. We'll see you next time. Hope you're enjoying these videos. As always, have fun and good hunting.